Hello and welcome back to Spekd. Today we'll be looking at Warhammer Conquest issue number 12. It finally turned up in the post along with its sibling books. Blast you posties. Apparently the postman lost my delivery card. Thanks. Right, okay. So I have opened it up just to make sure we have a look at the model and sprues to make sure it's not defective, because if it was, it will have to go straight back. But it's looking fine. I did call up Hachette to ask them where my items were. They did tell me it was posted, and they did make an offer to post out another 4 magazines if it didn't turn up on the day they did. So I really do appreciate that. That was really handy. It was great customer service. I didn't have any issues there. As always, that model's looking pretty cool. I like this little device on the back here. That was really nice. Alright, let's have some fun with this. And that's a foul Blightspawn. It came with a ruler. There we go, it's an inch ruler. It looks very much similar to the one in the Age of Sigmar 2.0. So it's transparent. Let's have a look at the base. We can measure the base. Woo! See that? 1.5 inches. Fantastic. Yeah, using tools. Okay, so let's have a look. So we have our content there for our spawn. Colors Contagion. So that means they're going to be doing more work on the companies of Death Guard, like the color breakdowns. Rules. Looks like we've got some combat strengths and toughnesses. Yeah, see, that's what we're looking for. Okay, so as always, I've got some lovely artwork there. We've got our information, and I love like these title pages that they have for the characters. It just makes it really intense for me anyway, because I like this kind of stuff. We've got our designation, our weaponry, our roles. Our roles are really important because it helps you to get an idea of the model and what they kind of do. And it's like a grenadier alchemist. And I'm thinking, yeah, okay, this guy's busy mixing his stuff. He's mixing his chemicals, taking them up close and dropping them off. I mean, we've got his history there, but I'm not going to go through that. So we're getting a chance now to have a look at other models. They like to sneak these in. This tank you'll be getting later. So that looks kind of nice. And that guy, I think, is coming in one of the issues I've actually got. So let's have a look. Noxious brews, grenades. Yeah, blight grenades. Grenades in general, when I'm playing Warhammer 40k, quite often I forget to throw a grenade. I tend to use up, unless I've got like one model of a unit left over, then I'll use a grenade. But otherwise, I just use normal shots, like rapid fire shots. It's always worth throwing one grenade. You know, you have more chances of hitting. The strength is less, but you know, that will work out. So let's have a look. On average. So we're looking at Death's heads. These remind me of the shrunken heads from the Amazons. So if your parents say, hey, what are you looking at heads which are small and deathy? You could say it's history. I was looking up the shrunken heads information from a tribe in the Amazon. Citation required. Okay. Yeah, Colours of Legion. Colours of Contagion. And I really do like these colours. This is when near the Horus Heresy. The colours there went like their original colours before they became contaminated, grimy, etc. Although saying that black and green does look very good. And there's, you know, the white and the blue comes off really nice. I've done all my Death Guard characters kind of almost a minty kind of green. Not that it's fresh. It's kind of mottled with a nice gold trim. So we can see there more items. You'll be picking up this Rhino. That would be in a future magazine. That's a lovely collection of models there, and it's so atmospheric. I mean, this is something to think about when you're basing. You can mimic their bases if you want to, or as you saw in our narrative bases, you choose your story, and when you've got a story and idea of what you want for them, just put them on that base, or if they do something cool, put them on a base, so that when you're playing with them, you kind of invest in the model and you start creating lucky models. And I think that's something I'll talk about in future, because when you start playing this game, you start realizing you got like 1 or 2 models that are always lucky, and there's a reason for that. And you know, we'll discuss that in future. Again, that black and green kind of color in there for the Terminators looks brilliant. Okay, so we have the Icons of Nurgle. Oops, that's already falling through. So we can see the different symbology, but you can see it's always like a trifecta, always 3. So when it comes to your blight haulers, I think there's blight launchers or blight haulers, they normally come in 3s, or they're most effective in 3s, like you get weapon bonuses, etc. So you can choose any of these in the way that you want them, but it's just like a universal symbol. Icons, we see there, tri-lobe effect again, legion symbols, tri-skulls and other icons. I mean, if you're freehand painting, I think out of all these, which will probably be easiest, is probably this one. If you're going to freehand paint, but you normally have transfers, and that's one thing that's missing from these magazines, I can tell. So I just like a nice little transfer for you. It'd be nice if they had put that in a box, but you know. Anyway, they're doing a good job. So the build instructions, I don't see the clipper information here. I'm kind of missing it. It needs to be here. Oh, there we go. And this model requires glue. So just have a look at where the items are. Make sure you take the extra bits off the edges. You know, shave down using your kind of smoothing tool, the line remover tool. Seeing you got one. And then if you did get the subscription anyway, so that you can definitely make sure that the edges fit properly. Otherwise you might have little gaps. Right, let's have a look. So the foul Blightspawn colouring, I've always enjoyed the colouring section here. It's just like a fresh reminder to go back, have a look and see what to paint. In probably the best ways of doing it. Again, start with the layers underneath and then work your way up to the top so you can clean up any mistakes, and it makes it really easy for you. If you are running low on some of these colours, I suggest you buy them because I don't think they're going to repeat on the colours. Okay. Back to our ledge belcher, picking up bits there. Okay. Let's see, they've washed it out. Okay. That's something to think about as well. With Death Guard being like a legion which is 10,000 plus years old, or they've been going through the warp and going through the war and becoming rot and decay, don't forget to wash your golds. And I know they're showing you the Agrax here. If you want a slightly different effect, you can actually use a null oil to wash over the golds and switch around on the Agrax Earthshades on the silvers, because it makes it look like worn and tarnished, and it has like a real interesting effect. And you could also mix your washes together, so it's not just like a contrasted black or an Earthshade. It kind of gives it like a almost like an easy blended effect, just like an off brown. It looks really nice. Okay, so shading, Buggerman's Glow. Now, this is a little nurgling here that they got. It's like a little creature from the warp, a little entity. Mistress, trouble, hassle, but he's carrying his grenade. And I like the way they're showing that from multiple angles there. See that? I normally colour mine like a greenish yellow. So I'm not going to be colouring it in any kind of Buggerman's colour. But it's up to you however you colour it. And as I said, it's never wrong. Okay, spreading the blight. Ooh, look at our combat here. Okay, so we're effectively going to be teaming up against the foul Blightspawn, and the good thing is that it's a character. You can tell it's a character, multiple wounds, and yes, it should be fun. Get your containers, and as for this battle mat, they will be updating the battle mat, and one will be coming soon. And that reminds me, there's news which has been out for, I think it's over a month now, about the Conquest going to Spain. Which I think that it bodes well for international travel, so it might be stateside. So you know, you hopefully get to enjoy that. So we have our data cards, and as I said, yeah, we've got our wound tables. This is one of the fundamental core things about Warhammer 8th edition. Once you get this down, once you know it, it's so easy and it's really simple. And that means that you can pick up pretty much any data sheet and know how to read it and play it. So basically, it's weapon strength versus the toughness. And you're used to hitting and attacking. Alright, let's have a look at the foul Blightspawn's card. As you know that I enjoy these. So it's showing you there. Okay, so he's got quite a nice number of wounds there. Magical 1. So the way they're going on about him is like a magical character. Yes, that's going to be fun. Oops, gone a bit too far there. So, variable strength. Wait a minute, he's only got 1 wound. Doesn't seem right. Okay, well, it is what it is. Let's see, the Plague Sprayer, random strength weapon. Look, roll 2d6 to find out the strength. This is kind of like the Flamers we were talking about with the aggressors for the amount of hits. This is random for the amount, how tough that damage actually is, and that's actually quite impressive. That's a lot of fun. So we've got more effects there. Burn the bomb. Extra rules. Updates for our characters there. Revolting strength, good. So we've got kind of like protection, grenades there, and sergeants make 1 extra attacks. Okay, fair enough. We have our final information there, subscribing, and your Warhammer stores, which will be extremely busy this time of year. And we have our next set of magazines, which I actually have, so I'll be going through these shortly over the next few days, which is over the Christmas, would be great. So that's the Warhammer Conquest issue number 12. I've enjoyed our time. I'm sorry for the delay, but there's not much I can do. But we've done our review, and that's fantastic. As I said, I've enjoyed our time. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And this has been Spekd, and I'll be seeing you fairly soon. PC out.
Look at how epic this model is. You could be just as epic if you subscribe, and we'll send you a Lambo with a personalized license plate. Playtime.